you the one I've been waiting for? You might be. I hope so. It's been so many cycles since I was her. Do I even still remember Hope? I wasn't sure you'd ever turn up. The odds just kept getting longer. I guess I've been losing faith, while they've been gaining power. You have to reach me. Everything depends on your survival. Master this world. Make allies of its many creatures. Grow your strength and skill. Explore this place like I did so long ago. Put the pieces together and find me, survivor. You may be the only one who can.
How's it going, BruCrew? It's Brewski here, and for a while now, I've wanted to tackle an ultimate ARK challenge. And with the arrival of Genesis Part 1 in ASA and Genesis Part 2 on the horizon, I thought now was as good a time as any to record my adventure through the story of ARK. Over the course of this series, I aim to complete the Alpha Ascension on every original story arc in ASA with a single character. We'll begin Season 1 here on the island before moving on to Scorched Earth, Aberration, Extinction, and Genesis Part 1 in that order. But in order to reach the sprawling desert wastes of Scorched Earth, we'll need to defeat the Guardians of the island, the Alpha Megapithecus, Alpha Broodmother, Alpha Dragon, and finally, the Alpha Overseer. With the goal being to finish this series before Genesis Part 2 drops next year. I won't be including modded creatures in this challenge, however, I will have the Dino Depot and Vanilla with Sprinkles mods installed purely for quality of life improvements. I'll post the mods and server rates that I used in the description of the first video each season, if you'd like to attempt this challenge yourself. Finally, each map will start with a clean slate, meaning I won't be bringing any creatures with me from the island to Scorched Earth, from Scorched Earth to Aberration, or from Extinction to Genesis Part 1. There will be a different rule for Extinction given the size and scale of the map. I will be allowed to bring 2 creatures from each map with me to Extinction. So that's 2 from the island, 2 from Scorched, 2 from Aberration. I think you get the idea. One of those creatures I will choose for myself, and the other will be voted on by you in the community at the end of the season. I'll announce the creatures moving on to Extinction in the finale of each season. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications down below so you don't miss an episode. And let's begin our adventure through this ultimate arc, Season 1,
fiber, get our resources ready to go. I think the initial game plan, I want to get a pick made first. I still need some thatch for that, so let's go punch a tree real quick. No, I think I actually want to get rid of all the stuff and get a raft made. And then take the journey out to Herbivore Island in like the southeast section of the map. Pretty safe spot, good metal farm, at least early on. So I think that's going to be the game plan for today, is just trying to get that raft made and getting on out to Herbivore Island. Use this pick, get some flint, make a stone hatchet and some spears, and start collecting up some hide for that raft. I'm excited, guys. I'm looking forward to completing this, or doing this Ultimate ARK challenge. Hopefully you guys are looking forward to the series as well. I should have gone over all of the rules and everything. Oh, baby Dodo. I should have gone over all the rules and everything in the intro cutscene, the intro scene of the video. We're just gonna murder this child's family real quick and take all of their skin. First thing they teach you is to murder chickens. Get a lot more spears made. Yeah. I think my goal of this episode is just to get out to Herbivore Island and maybe get a parasaur or some kind of small tame to help with berry gathering. And yeah, get our raft made. A couple more levels into weight. I am using vanilla with sprinkles on this series. It's I do have auto engrams enabled, more for quality of life improvements and just additional functionality playing solo. Let's get dressed really quick. I don't think anyone wants to see me running around naked for too long. I'm going to gather up some wood, make up the rest of those spears. I do also have, I think this has a wood gathering quest for Lost Colony DLC. So I might try to grind out some of those perks now. Or some of those skill points now, I mean. Because those are useful to have as early as possible. I do like the skill point idea. Like, I like the Lost Colony skill point upgrade idea. It makes your survival just feel a little more customizable, in my opinion. I don't think it should have been locked behind a paywall, but unfortunately I'm not in control of what happens with ARK.
Excuse me.
So just keep our gather spree going. Keep making spears, make a campfire, get some meat cooking up. Just kind of typical day one ARK stuff. This might be a longer episode than some of the later episodes in the season, just so I could iron out all of the rules for the series and then actually get to Herbivore Island, get a pretty good start going on our run here. Let's move over to that like middle section over there. I think there's usually beaver dams in that area too. Alright, so let's see what we got over here. Might be able to raid one of those dams for cementing paste if we find any. Otherwise, we'll just continue gathering up some resources and trying to get this raft made. Also do need to watch out for piranha in that section, so it might not be the best idea to just blindly jump into the water like that. You're only a level 20. Let's see if we can find something better. Got a Raptor over here. Not a whole lot in this area, actually. Chicken scene. Get a campfire made. Get that meat cooking. I know I said that I'm using vanilla with sprinkles. I have auto engrams. And I think I increased stack size, but that's pretty much it on that mod. I'm also using Dino Depot. It's just such a good Dino storage mod. Helps with base management, all that kind of stuff. I really don't like playing ARK without it anymore at this point. Craft up some bolas. Maybe we can find a parasaur or something nearby that we can get knocked out. If not, we can always use them to hold down a pteranodon and try to kill it. Finish up the
quest activity. Try to get some of those skill points online early. I see a beaver swimming over there. There should be a dam in this region. I don't really need cementing paste yet, though. But good to know for the future.
Short little overview at the start of this video. Scorched Earth, Aberration, and Extinction. And then
Craft ourselves up a bow and a couple arrows. Make sure we have all our armaments ready to go.
I'll allow myself 2 tames from each map that I can bring with me to extinction.
Bow was on my hot bar.
Just to make it grind on extinction a little less.
I don't think there's usually any raptors in this region, or at least I've never encountered any, but still good to have in my hand. Oh, shit! I was just talking about being careful by jumping in the water, and then now I'm getting my butt bit by piranhas. Actually, the blue one's kind of cool. Little ass muncher. What's wrong with you? Get that kinky shit out of here. Pterosaur. That is a 145 Pteranodon. Change of plans. I think we're going to tame that instead of making a raft to get out to Herbivore Island. So we're going to need some hide. We'll probably need what? Keratin? Ragdoll physics in this game are fantastic. Okay, so we got that 145 Pteranodon up there. Let's go ahead and get some materials to make a saddle for that. I think you need to be level 36, if I'm remembering correctly, for a Pteranodon saddle. So, might be worthwhile to make club to knock it out. And then maybe craft up some cooking pots to kind of grind out some levels to make the saddle. Alright, so let's gather up the last of this fiber and hide that I need. I should only need 1 club. Pteranodons usually go down pretty easily. If I can find the club, there it is.
Not anywhere close to a...
Oh, and there's those baby dodos. Baby dodos over back on the other... on that section of island we came from, so we can kill them for some prime. Yeah, this is going to be a perfect team. Great start to the series. I forgot about the piranhas again. Stop eating my butt! Okay, is this our 145? Yes. Okay. So this is the best way to make friends. You just trap them and beat them over the head with a club. Actually, that's a terrible way to make friends. No, so we'll... Did I hit it after it went down? So I misread. It's a 143. I think it should still be good.
Alright, well, let's head on back over and find those baby dodos for some prime meat. And, beaver's too high level for me to take down. Beavers give prime, don't they? Either way, not worth trying to kill that one.
Sorry, we have to kill babies. It's like a source of prime.
Are they back here? No, I think they were back on the other section. This is just a regular dodo, yeah. Okay, well, let's run back over here and see if we can find those baby dodos. Get a little bit of prime meat. Work on getting the getting that pteranodon tamed up, and while he's taming, I'll probably just end up crafting a bunch of cooking pots, just to get to the level for the saddle. It's just a regular one. There was one around the back here. You don't have a baby, do you? No. There's one. Oh, look at that little guy. He's so cute. Make great food for my new friend. Alright, let's get this prime back over. We'll be able to get it there before it spoils. Shouldn't need any narco berries or anything, so just recover a little bit of stem really quick before we jump in the water. So yes, this is the perfect way to make friends. You trap them, beat them over the head with a club, and then force feed them while they're unconscious. And when they wake up, they're your best friend. Again, that's horrible advice. Don't actually do that. Alright, so we'll give you some prime. We'll wait on you to raise up, and we'll wait on you to tame up. And while you're taming up, we're just going to run around and make a whole bunch of cooking pots. Get to the point where we can make a saddle. I'll probably speed this section up. You guys don't need to watch me picking bushes and hitting trees for an hour. Did you just push me onto the fire? Oh, just for that. You're going to be part of the saddle that goes on your friend. I guess I could have claimed that baby. It was a low level one though, I'm not too worried about it. Berries. I don't think he really needs them, but he's taming up super quick. I can't.
actually just terrible at this game. Alright, so we really need to work on getting some hide. I know we need hide, and I know we need keratin or chitin, so it's probably a good idea to look for some turtles, too, while I'm thinking about it. Let's go ahead and gather up some bunch of fiber and thatch and flint, make some arrows, and go on a turtle hunt really quick. I don't remember the exact amount of chitin and keratin I need. I think it's 75 or something like that. So I should be able to get that from like 2 or 3 turtles, but we'll see. I got there by accident. Promise I know how to play this game. Alright, get a whole bunch of arrows crafting. And is it 36? No, 38 for the Pteranodon saddle. Okay. So we got quite a few levels to go before we can actually make the saddle. So let's find some turtles first, and then I'll work on crafting up those cooking pots. Make sure you stay down. There's almost always turtles wandering around here somewhere. Don't touch my butt. Nuisances. There's one. Perfect. Alright, so let's take this guy out really quick. Did that hit? What in the world? There we go. Fortunately, these guys are pretty slow, and you can pretty much just kite them backwards with spears or a bow. I just need to make sure not to hit the shell. So I did full damage. Chock full of spears, right? He's moving away. They're not even bloody yet. Oops. Oh, that didn't go to collateral. Oh shit! There's 2. Well, actually, that's good, because I needed at least 2 or 3 to get all the chitin that I needed. Keratin, sorry. Keratin. I promise I play this game. So this might be just a slog of pelting arrows into these turtles until they go down. So I'll probably speed this clip up. I'm not going to the water. I don't want the piranha getting your corpse. I guess you can focus on your friend then. Are these turtles? Are you coming back? No?
die in the water. I'm gonna have to fight the piranhas for its corpse. Ooh, I should have made a second dive. Playing ping pong with me. They're passing me back and forth. Probably gonna run out of arrows before I take down the second one, but I should be able to get this one first. There we go. Right, let's go ahead and harvest this one up really quick, and then I'll go make a bunch more arrows to take out the second one. That only gave me 13. That's not nearly enough keratins I thought they would get. I may need to find some trilobites too to get this saddle made. If you didn't know, you can use chitin and keratin interchangeably for any saddle that calls for it. So again, for an RG saddle or a Pteranodon saddle, you can use the two interchangeably. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have those before this game is done. You gotta be shitting me. This is a wonderfully rocky start to the series. It's chasing me again. Give me some space. I need to make more arrows to kill you. It's leaving me alone again. Oh no, there it is. I always forget how much health turtles have. It really is kind of a pain in the butt to kill them this early on. And only headshots. There we go. That was a 140. No wonder it took so long to take down. $23 from that one. Okay, so definitely not enough to make a saddle. At least I don't think. But let's go check on our new PT.
10 straight minutes.
Level a bit more weight.
What happened there?
Turtles This gave me a good chunk of levels, but I still got, what, like 21 levels to make up in order to make this Pteranodon saddle?
Actually, the stats are
Stats aren't too bad. Actually, 42 points into weight's pretty good for a PT. 37 points into stamina isn't terrible either. Alright, so let's cue the cooking pot crafting montage while I level up to make this saddle. The rest of the day went as follows. Gathering stone to make cooking pots. Repurposing those cooking pots. Gathering more stone for a mortar and pestle. Making a mortar and pestle. Forgetting the mortar and pestle needs foundation support. Making foundation support. Making drugs. Getting more stone. Killing chickens. More stone. Getting screamed at by a local. More pots. More stone. More stone. A lot of stone. Recycling pots. We're going to call you Petrie. More stone. More stone. More stone. If I have to say stone one more time. Recycling more pots. Until finally... Alright, I think those are the last 2 cooking pots I need to make for level 38. Right, 1 and... yeah, just 1 more. Perfect. All right. 38. We have our Pteranodon saddle now. 75 chitin and keratin. Okay, so I was right. We only have 36, which means maybe another trilobite or 2. Maybe if I can find another turtle, that should get me everything I need. Let's get that tracked. Get rid of the cooking pot. I'm going to place the last 2 cooking pots I have down and just turn those into arrows. There's no point in having them go to waste. Alright, let's get those stone arrows crafted, and then we'll go looking for trilobites. If I could find another turtle or 2, that might be nice too. But I didn't see any more in this area. Screaming at me again. Look down here. Trilobites normally spawn along these beaches, although I think they usually spawn back the other way, more where we started. Up in Pego. Not going that direction. see any turtles or trilobites over here. I guess we'll just have to go back to where we spawned in. And there should be some over there. If not, I'll bring you guys back when we find one. Just make a quick swim over here. A couple more dodos. Nothing along these beaches. So far, at least. I usually see them back up along this shoreline. Dillo up here. Could use that hide anyway. Harvest it up and continue looking for a trilobite. Oh, perfect. Alright, we'll get this guy taken down. And then we should have enough to craft the saddle. If I could hit it. What in the world? There we go. Yeah, that gave me a lot more chitin than I was expecting. Awesome. So that gives us enough for the saddle. We'll get that crafted up real quick. And gotta find it first. There it is. Granite saddle all crafted. Go ahead and run back, get that on Petrie, and then we'll make our journey over to Herbivore Island. I'd say this was actually a fairly successful first episode. Grinded ourselves up to 38, got Pteranodon, PT saddle. We can avoid the raft entirely. Let's go ahead and empty out the campfires. It's probably not coming back here. And we'll go ahead and pick that up, and then grab our mortar and pestle. I'm going to leave the foundations. I'm not worried about taking those. I guess I did have 4 narcotic in here. Alright, let's get Petrie saddled up. And pump a few points into weight so he can actually carry us. And then let's take off. Take Petrie on his maiden voyage here real quick, out to Herbivore Island. Good spot for metal, it's pretty safe. I think I already said that earlier in the video. But this definitely beats having to take a raft all the way over there. You don't have to worry about the giant whales coming after you. It's also making map traversal a lot easier for us, just in general. Alright, I'm actually gonna stop here for some stam. And I'll probably, you know what, yeah. I'm gonna go back and get this, wait for this green drop to come since I need stam anyway. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and pick up this green drop and then I'm gonna end the episode here. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below so you don't miss the next episode. And I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace! Oh yeah, that was so worth waiting for this green drop.